book can take you anywhere. Turn the pages and you'll be there. Come on, join us, you'll see. We're reading with Carylee.
Hi, friends, and welcome to another Read with Carylee, where we introduce you to authors that may live down your street or even around the world. And today we have another amazing author. But before we go into our new author, please make sure you hit subscribe and ring the bell to notify you of any authors that we have coming up. Trust me, you do not want to miss a thing. So today we have Miss Cyana Riley with the book Not So Different. Now, since we have so many authors coming in from around the world, Cyana, could you let us know where you are reading to us from today?
Absolutely. Hi, thank you for having me. I am reading to you today from Maryland. I was born and raised in Washington, D.C., but today I live in Maryland.
Oh, awesome. So you're my neighbor just a little ways up the road. So
Absolutely.
I am so glad to be able to connect with you and for you to come and share this awesome book with us. So I am not going to prolong this any further because I know my friends are ready to get into the book. Aren't you, friends? Absolutely. So, Miss Cyana Riley, let's dive into the book and get into the story.
Okay, perfect. The name of the book is Not So Different, written by myself, Cyana Riley, and the illustrator is Anastasia Cavalier. Everyone is different, so different can't you see? You look just like you, and I look just like me. My mama is black, my daddy is white. Put the two together, and I came out just right. My hair is kinky curly, your hair is silky straight. Even though they're different, they both are really great. The world needs different people. It's called diversity. Let's shout out loud about it. It's up to you and me. Let's celebrate our differences and spread our love around. Deep inside of each of us, so much love can be found. And since we are all different, it is the way to be. I can learn from you, and you can learn from me. How boring would it be if we were all the same? We'd have the same look, same hair, same skin, and even the same name. That'd be pretty boring. It doesn't seem like fun to have only friends like you, so go find someone different and make them your friend too. And even though we're different, some things are still alike. We can both love red, we both love riding on our bike. So yes, everyone is different. We are all different, this is true. But just because we're different does not mean I can't love you, because I do. The end.
With Carylee.
Now, that book reminds me of my debut book, Everyone Just Like Me.
Wow.
And I actually wrote this for my son to let him know that it is better for us to be different and special and unique.
Yeah.
And I am so glad that you wrote this book. You know, it's really telling children that there's just so much joy and so many good things with being different.
Different.
And yeah,
Absolutely.
and yeah, in some cases we're not so different.
Yep.
So yeah, what was your inspiration for writing this book?
Well, my inspiration was definitely my children and specifically my son at the time because my daughter wasn't born yet. But I wanted my son to know that because his father and I are different and he looks different than us. I wanted him to know that just because he may look different, that it's okay. Everyone is different, differences in the world. That's what makes our world a beautiful place. And I wanted to create something that he could tangibly see and touch, to see himself and our family structure in the pages of a book.
Oh, that is wonderful. So, you touched on it a bit in the book, but how do you speak to your son now um, about these differences?
So early on, it started with I would just talk about the color of our skin, and I would ask him, what I would ask him what he thought, like what color did he think he was, and me and his
Mhm.
father. And now we use correct terms. Like he knows that I'm Black, he knows that his father is white, and he knows that he's biracial. And those are things that as he's growing older, I can use different terms with him, and they're
Mhm.
factual terms with him, and he's totally fine with it.
That's amazing. And that's what I encourage parents to do, and to really help our children embrace this world that we live in, because not everything is black and white.
Exactly.
You sometimes you mix them all up and you get something even more beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's what the book is all about. I just feel like celebrating our differences, and for children to realize that there's so many wonderful things that we can all learn from each other.
Yes, yes, we are all, I'm so glad that they now have a skin color box of crayons so that we
Yes,
can see that we are all different shades, and it's just all in that beautiful box of crayons. So,
absolutely.
so, um, when you were growing up, were there any books that inspired you?
So yeah, I mean, I was a big reader when I was a younger kid. I think when I was growing up, my favorites were the Berenstain Bears. Those were that series. I mean, I had
Mhm.
all of the books. I had all of their books,
Yes.
and I was a big fan, was a big fan of those. As I got a little older, I read a lot of Amelia Bedelia. I
Mhm.
loved Amelia Bedelia. And I think as I became like in junior high and older, I was reading Goosebumps a lot and Babysitters Clubs. So those are the books that kind of stood out to me in my childhood.
Yes, and all of those, I know I think we may have grown up at the same time, because all of those were my favorites as well. So, with everything, with the differences, and trying to make sure that our children know that, their differences are special and unique, do you foresee any other books maybe around the same topic?
Maybe. I'm working on something right now. I think that most of my books, if not all of my books, will definitely be dedicated to representing Black and Brown children, because there is a
Mhm.
gap in children's books where they're Black and Brown children as the main characters. So I think that it's important for me to be a Black author to provide books with Black characters. So not sure yet, ready to share yet what I'm doing, but I do know
Okay.
that the main character will be a Black or Brown character.
Okay, well, that is amazing, and that's what we try to push here at Read with Carylee, in trying to get so many diverse authors, and authors that are able to represent children
Absolutely.
of all races, all around the world, of all types, big, small,
Absolutely.
of all abilities. And I'm so glad that, you wrote this book to be able to portray that.
Thank you so much. So
So,
representation is so important.
absolutely. So thank you for joining us for Read with Carolee. And be sure to check in the description below of how you can find out more about Cyana Riley's book, Not So Different.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And to our audience at home, thank you for joining us for another amazing episode of Read with Carylee. Make sure you tune in next Saturday when we'll have another brand new author with another brand new story. And you'll have to guess where the next author will be from. So until then, remember to grab a book and read. Have a great day.
Carylee.
Thanks for watching another amazing episode of the Read with Carylee Show. We have amazing authors coming by every week. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. You don't want to miss a thing.